The Detroit Lions have placed injury destinations on 5 young players for the Detroit Lions. So we are getting ready to head into training camp, and the Detroit Lions placed 5 players on these injury destinations. Most of the players have put on a non-football injury list, while one player actually is on an unable to perform list, and that is Chris Lacey. So Chris Lacey, the wide receiver, who is actually named by some people the standout of the Detroit Lions throughout the offseason, has been placed on physically unable to play. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he has been placed on this list. And as we get closer to training camp, these actually become kind of important just to see what's really going on. Now, there were multiple players, though, that were put on a list for non-football injury, and those guys include PJ Johnson, Ryan Pope, John Adkins, and Austin Bryant. These 4 players are on that list, and all of these guys are really young players when you think about it. PJ Johnson, Austin Bryant are both rookies, along with Ryan Pope, who we brought in as an undrafted free agent. And then we also have John Adkins, who's a very, very young player on our team. So with that being said, we put a lot of young players on this list. It's not very big deal, but it's kind of a big deal. For Chris Lacey, kind of unfortunate, so we know he's unable to perform at this time. He'll be able to utilize some things, they just won't be directly involved in team practice. So that's something to definitely look out for. As we know, I think Austin Bryant's going to have a big role for the Detroit Lions in 2019 for sure. So I think that's kind of something to look out for. John Adkins really hasn't had a huge role in the defensive line throughout his career. Solid player, but hasn't had a huge role. Chris Lacey, though, could have been like a depth type of wide receiver. That definitely can hurt his chances of trying to make the team if he's not able to perform. So that's tough for him. Ryan Pope, on the other hand, we brought in as an offensive lineman, is probably a backup offensive tackle, something along those lines. We'll see if he makes the team. I believe he will. And then we have PJ Johnson, who was our 7th round pick out of Arizona as a defensive tackle. So as you can see, John Adkins, PJ Johnson, those type of guys, Austin Bryant, all play similar positions on the defensive line. Now, PJ Johnson and John Adkins usually can play on the inside a lot more. So with that being said, I don't think John Adkins is really going to make the team. Same thing with Chris Lacey now if he's unable to perform. But I thought I would get that out to you guys. I do believe Ryan Pope will make the team, and I think Austin Bryant will have a nice role in 2019. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that this happened very, very recently. And as we head into training camp, it's just something to kind of keep an eye on. Anyways, thank you, Prep, for watching, and I'm out.